this question. X and Y are integers. What are the integers? The whole numbers, like 1, 2, 3, 4, for example, and with their negatives, including 0 or not? Not including 0 or including 0. 0 is not a whole number. 0 is a whole number, and it's an integer. Did I give you this worksheet about integers? No? Here you go. It's yours. Thank you so much. While Jose is giving those papers to you, I will explain this question one more time. Okay? Now, I have a question to you. Different question, all right? Not related with this, but not exactly the same question. For example, 17 divided by 3. So that makes how many times? 3 times what makes 17?
3 times 5.
15, not enough, right? So 3 times 6? 18, that exceeds. So I'm going to write here 5. 3 times 5, 15, remainder is 2. One more. 15 divided by 3. Do you know that? Sure, right? Of course, it's 5. 3 times 5 is equal to 15. Subtract, remainder is 0. So what I understand from here, the second one, 15 is equal to what times what? 3 times 5, right? You multiply 2 of them. Okay. What is 17 is equal to?
3 times 5 plus 2.
You all agree? At the end, you need to add remainder. So this is the formula, all right? This will help us to solve our question here. Now, we have an information here. First thing, what is circle the question? We're going to find y. And then another information here. Let me write it down and then hold it here. X plus y is equal to 50. Don't forget, I'm going to use it. I cannot solve this equation because there is one equation. How many variables? 2 variables. I cannot solve it. I need one more equation. Does that make sense? So I'm going to get that equation from here, that definition here. Okay? I will get this second equation from this expression. So how? X is divided by y, then the quotient is 11, and the remainder is 2. So, will you guys apply the same formula here? How did you get 17? 17 is equal to 3 times 5 plus 2, right? Can you apply that here? What is x? Tell me. 11 times y plus 2. Same thing, what we did here. Is that clear now? 17 is equal to 3 times quotient plus remainder. So x is equal to y times quotient plus remainder. Same thing. Now I got the second equation here. First equation, and then I got the second equation here. Now I have 2 equations, 2 variables. I can solve it. How? X plus y. The question is y. I know what is x here. Correct? I know x. It's 11y plus 2. Whenever see x here, I'm going to substitute the entire x. So x is equal to this. 11, we call this what method? Substitution. X is equal to 11y plus 2. Look at the color code. X 11y2, x 11y2. So that makes sense, right? So add the like terms now. 12y, excellent. 12y, because 11y plus one more y here, that makes 12y plus 2 is equal to 50. Subtract 2 from both sides, as you know. 12y is equal to 48. Divide both sides by 12. Y is equal to 4. Okay? Any question? Alright, now, if the products of the integers a, b, and c is 1. Okay, let me type that down here. A times b times c is 1. Then circle the question. What is the largest possible value of this? Okay, largest. So what are the possibilities that you multiply two different numbers, two different integers, and as a result you get 1? What are the possibilities? Okay, let's try that. Good job. 1 times 1 times 1 is equal to 1. Okay, what is the next step? Question is here. What is the result? You know A, you know B, and you know C. A is 1. 1 plus 1. B is 1. 1 plus 1. Same. C is 1. 1 plus 1. 8. Question is largest possible. Yeah, there you go. And when you look at the answer choices, since we got the largest number, there's no need to hesitate. There's no number which is higher than 8. So that is the right answer.
Yes. Yes, sir.
So we got the right answer, but this is one possibility. 1 times 1 times 1. Can I do this? -1 times -1 times positive 1. That'll be 1 because negative times negative positive. Positive times positive, positive. That works. Let's try this. A is -1 in this case. Let me change the color. A is -1, 0.
0.
B is -1.
0.
C is 1. 1 plus 1, 2. Result is
2. Because 0 is 2.
these are all multiplication.
Oh.
So when you multiply, 0. It's right here. This is possible, but does that make more sense now? Okay, next question. Now, each of the integers 8, 3, and 11 use only once. Okay, these wordings are important. Underline only once. And then what is the next step? Most important step. What should we do? Circle the question. And they also underline this, largest possible value. Okay, let me write the expression here. X minus y times z.
What is z?
What is the largest possible value of that entire expression? So, each of them, integers, x, y, and z are integer.
We can plug it in.
And you can use one number only one time. So 8, let me just plug it in. Let's say x, y, z. All right, let me plug it in and then see what I'm going to get. Am I able to get the right answer or not? Let's try. X is 8.
Minus 3.
Y is 3. I'm just trying. And then z is 11. 5 times 11 is equal to 55. Right here. But it's saying largest. Remember the previous question. Let's go back to the previous question. It was saying largest. At first I found 8 and just circled because there wasn't any higher number than 8. No hesitate, circle. But when you go back here, 55. But what if answer is 64? I'm gonna try to get 64 somehow with changing the values. All right. Rather than 8, 3, 11, I'm gonna try different alternatives. What do you think?
11 minus 3.
Let me try 11 minus 3. What is left? Use 11, 3, and 8 left. Times 8. So 11 minus 3 is equal to 8. 8 times 8 is equal to 64. Good job. But look at that. They use 8 two times.
I'm confused. What?
Wait.
Yeah, I confuse you, yeah. I,
No, but
I
it's
admit,
the product of
here you go.
the expression.
Yes.
So that's fine.
This is the result. We used X, Y, and Z one times. We used 11, 3, and 8 one times. So we're good. This is the result. It's a coincidence. So we're good. We use one time. At 7 a.m. Tuesday morning, yesterday morning, the thermometer outside the science classroom registered a temperature of 5 Fahrenheit degree, -5 Fahrenheit degree. Okay, it's 0. Here's the -5 F Fahrenheit degree. And by noon, the temperature is registered 9 degree Fahrenheit here, which is noon. Okay, I'm just putting the values on the thermometer. And rows, here's the word is complicated. Rows have as much again. So how much it's rows? Yeah, what is that previous rise? How much was it?
14.
That's right, because that rose from here to here at first. What is the difference there? Exactly, that is 14. That is 14. And half as much again. 14 divided by 2.
7.
Yes, it's going to rise 7 more. 9 plus 7.
Is 21.
9 plus 7.
Oh.
16. Then that's 2
I just saw 14.
16. Okay? And so continue. So the next day, today morning, 7 a.m. this morning, the temperature dropped 27 degree. What was the temperature at 7 a.m. on Wednesday?
Oh, so we're at 16. Subtract 27.
Yes, that's right. That's right. So now the temperature dropped 27 degree. It was here, right? We're here now, and then dropped 27 degree down. So what is the number here? That's going to pass 0 level, right?
Yeah.
It's going to be below 0. So 16 minus 27 is equal to
Negative 950.
what was the first step? What is the day's change in temperature between first and last reading? What is the day's change? Okay, if a day's temperature is 16 degree at the first reading, all right, 0 here, 16 here at first. It's nice to write these expressions. First reading, and rises 7 degree plus 7, that makes what?
23.
Just one person. You approve? 16 plus 7, 23 degree by noon. And this is the second reading, right? And falls during the evening to the final reading, third and final reading of -13 degree. Is that going to be a -13 degree, or what is -13? Final degree, right? Should I write here -13?
Yeah.
By noon, and falls during the evening to a final reading of -13 degree. What is the day's change in temperature between first and last reading? What operation? Tell me that. So what should I do? What is the day's change in temperature between the first and last reading? What is the difference in between first and last? Last reading here, first reading there. Should I subtract 23 minus 13?
No.
No. So first reading, that's why I wrote that down. Many of the students I saw, they did this, 23 minus 13. They did that, and answer is right there. See? Answer, this is not correct, but it's an answer choice. You see that? They did that on purpose. So,
The 7 is unnecessary.
No, it's still wrong.
and what should we do difference between first and
So
last reading? What is FG?